So like, would you say that you're an average league team? Good evening, everyone. My name is Tabriz, the amateur footballer, and I have a special guest.
Yeah, special guest. Tabriz.
London
Thank you.
London vet A Team Manager Lloydie. How you doing, sir?
Yeah, I'm not too bad, Tabriz. How are you? You alright?
Yeah, you know, honestly, like, thank you for like coming to my humble abode and
very nice,
and actually getting this interview done.
Very nice over it. very nice, mate. Like, it's comfortable.
So I just want to say from the get-go, you like haven't seen any of the questions.
No, not one.
And you know, whatever you're saying is, you know, this is just your own opinion.
Everything.
So yeah, we'll just kind of just take it from there. So first and foremost, let's talk about your viral video.
Boys, it's called football. It's not called airball. We're trying to do too much individually. We're trying to fucking do this, that, turn, run. Lads, that weren't the game plan. The game plan is play the way you're facing, make the ball fucking run, because that's the fittest player on the pitch. The football. Who's fitter than him? Put your hand up. That shit don't breathe and it can run all fucking day. You play the game simple, lads. It's about passing and moving, you know. If you can run with the ball when we're 5-0 up and you pull a rabbit out of the hat, fair enough. We all clap, we fucking jump, run you down, jump on you, whatever it takes. It don't matter if that's what you want. We just want to be a team that moves the ball quickly. And we're going for more than that. We're trying to turn. We're trying to hit the ball long. We're panicking.
Viral video. Wow, what do you want to know about that?
Oh, I mean, anyone that hasn't seen it, it was a team talk that you gave at halftime last season.
Yeah.
And it's just
it was just magic, yeah.
Magic.
Magic happened.
Magic. So yeah. So can you kind of talk us through, if you can remember, you know, what you said and literally why you kind of portrayed it in the way that you did?
Well, I can remember the team talk, not word for word, but it was a long one. But I was just trying to get across to the players that, you know, like, we wasn't passing, really. We wasn't passing, we wasn't making use of the football. We was trying things and we was a bit difficult. But I just tried to simplify it.
By using the cube.
By using the cube. That's just one. To be fair to Breeze, it's not scripted. It's something that just comes. So every situation I try and break down, and it just happened to be that day I was talking about the cube because I was talking about simplifying the game. So yeah, I wanted to get the message across, just to simplify the game and just do the basics, because sometimes when you play football and you get a bit over enthusiastic, you know, everyone starts trying their own thing and then it goes out the window, the game plan. So I try to keep the team ticking and I like consistency. So it sounds a bit maybe selfish to other players, but there's some players I don't want to see run with the ball, and there's some players I want to see run with the ball. Do you know, it was funny because the comments even, and they were saying like, what would Neymar do about the team tour? That made me laugh. But obviously they don't know that we're veterans. So, and it's not that I don't love players beating players. I love that. I grew up playing like that. That's my kind of football. If you know me, then you know that about me. So I encourage that. But like I said, the right player has to do that. And otherwise, everyone else just has to tick along the team, so we always look attractive. And when people come to watch, they can say, okay, that's a football team. That's basically what it was.
And talking about your Neymar comment that someone mentioned, which one Brazilian player would you take right now? Or
one Brazilian player right now? Funny enough, it wouldn't be Neymar. I don't know, it wouldn't be Neymar maybe. It might be Neymar.
and that why?
It might be Neymar. He's magic. He's magic. I don't like his antics. I didn't like the antics of the World Cup. I hate babies. and divers, and I'd love to see Neymar just be a man. Take the blows, get up, go again. Take the blows, get up, go again. I don't think there'll be nothing else like him, to be fair. But yeah, I'd have to take Neymar because no one else ain't really got what he's got. He's an amazing player. He really is.
So can you talk us through the season so far?
Our season ain't... I can't say it's not been successful. Next Tuesday night we've got a cup final, a county cup final, so it's not bad. But I just think that we could just be a bit better. I'd love to be in a position where we're going to be challenging for the league, championship and the cup, do you know? But when you're fighting for just cups, it makes the season, you can't say it's a good season. You know, anyone can go on a good cup run. I think we've been exceptional in cups, like over the years we've been together, to be fair. We've been in like 13 semi-finals. So we got a team. Okay. But to cross the line and actually nail it and get into the final this year, I have to say it's been good so far. But that's the cups. But the season obviously is pain when you got a squad like what we got and we're not challenging for the championship. I can't be satisfied with that.
So, like, would you say that you're an average league team?
I'd like to think not.
But let's kind of talk facts. You know.
Facts is facts, and I don't lie to players. And until we nail trophies, then I'm gonna say we got potential to be a great side. But right now, I don't think the players know how good we are, to be fair, because I've not seen it, so I can't give you that tag, so I'd have to go with it. I'd say a top 3 side. A top 3. I couldn't say average, because average sides we slap. It's the average sides can't really play us, but we strive to be the best. Okay. So if you're not the best, I'd have to go with a little bit under, which if other people want to call it average, they can. They got every right to. You look at our results, they can easily say that. Some of the losses we've taken as well can easily say that. I know what we got, but I'd have to go with everyone else probably on that. Right now we are average with great potential.
So your kind of last league performance, correct me if I'm wrong, was against Tudor.
Yeah. Where
you lost 1-0. Yeah. And just kind of doing some background research, that was their 3rd win. And that's a team.
Yeah.
Kind of going back in terms of what you were saying, that you should be beaten.
Yeah.
So can you kind of talk us through why that happened, and do you think this season that's been your worst performance?
I don't think it's been the worst performance. We've been on a bad run. In the last month we've been on a bad run. And I think it's partly to do with the form of the players and a bit of management as well, because it's hard sometimes. It seems like we've got square pegs in round holes, and I wouldn't say you just play the player because they've got a name, or you know, you do try and shape your team around obviously the personnel that you've got, but right now it just ain't right now. But I've been thinking about it, and I'm optimistic for Saturday because we've got the cup final next week, and I'm really optimistic about Saturday as well. Sometimes this one thing clicks, and then you think, yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And if I was to say, I'll keep it to myself obviously because it's just in my head, and I'm going to try something on Saturday, and I think that could be a leading factor.
So at this kind of stage of not just the season, but in terms of, I'd say, the progression of London South A Team, do you think there's a situation of getting new, like fresh faces, new blood, new ideas into the team?
We've had a few fresh faces come in. You know, we've signed a few players this year. it's very hard to, with the players wasn't really happy the last couple of years because we've had massive squads. That's why we obviously made the senior team, and it's broken off for a couple of players. But when you actually have a smaller squad, the players are even more upset. You know, like you think that you can't satisfy players. You can't satisfy players, but it has had effect on our form, definitely. But the new faces, I'd say they have to do a lot more. They have got to do a lot more, because we've signed a couple pros this year, so ex-pros, you know, good caliber players, and you know, they're not when pros play against amateur footballers who haven't had the experience, you're supposed to be able to see them every single time. I can see it, but it would be nice that they're head and shoulders, so that when people come, they're not asking who's that. They know who that is, because that person's on another planet, that player's on another planet. I like when they're like that. Until they're like that, I can't say they've proven themselves yet. But they're eager to. They are eager to, because they could not take it serious, but they really are. They really are. And the players around them, I'm sure they enjoy playing with them, like the rest of the team that we have already. I'm sure they enjoy playing around them, but we just haven't clicked. We just haven't clicked this year. I think fitness is a big part of it as well. I used to think we was the fittest team in the world, until we have our discussions amongst managers and we think, okay, because it's not just my eyes. I can't just look at everything and see everything. Obviously, I've got other eyes there. I've got Jason and I've got Ben. And even the players, I listen to the players and players' remarks and comments. And one of them passed a valid one the other day, and he said, we say we're the fittest team, but when the ball's against us, we're chasing back. These guys who have got bellies in front of them, they're gone with the ball and we're still not getting back. So are we that fit? And it stuck in my head, and I thought, he's got a point there, you know. If you're really fit, you're going to be fit. You chase everything. And I think that the A team need to train. They need to train, like bottom line. There's no way we're going to get to our full potential if everyone don't take it serious. And we pass 35, you need to look after your bodies. I don't play because I don't see myself fit enough. But I don't train no less than them. You know, I actually train more because I'm at training. You know, so if I was to play some games, my fitness would improve. But if you do both of them, it improves. See, the B team, the seniors, they go to training. B team, you're nailed on, really. You know, you'd have to go and beat yourself if you don't win the championship. You'd really be disappointed. But you can only get that through hard work. You can only get it through hard work. So it's not a big puzzle to me why we're not playing to our full potential. We just don't train. We're not taking it as serious as we could.
Okay. And do you think you have the experience and the credentials to actually rebuild this team and kind of build this team back to its former glory?
100%. 100%. I wouldn't have said 100% like 5 years ago when I started like management. But obviously you go along the way and you learn as well. I didn't know management. I was a player, I was hungry to play, I didn't care about football management. But obviously I've had to sacrifice myself because I've done it before, I've done it from the pitch. It's hard to control, it's hard to see things. So they came to a point where we wanted to get better, and the only way we was going to get better if someone was going to stand on the sideline and direct and take control. Because when you're a certain level, you need management. You definitely need management. But I've learned along the way to breathe. So yeah, I've got the experience now where I'm pretty confident in management, like tactically, with the players as well, like the relationships with the players. I think I'm definitely going in the right direction, and I don't plan to fail.
So going back to something that you said in terms of taking yourself, quote unquote, off the pitch to actually manage the team.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think playing and managing can be done and the team can be successful?
No. I find it very hard. I don't think it would. I don't think it can be done. You might win a cup with your friends, you know, and it's not. I don't think you're gonna have major success by playing on the pitch, because it's a different picture. So this manager picture, what I see from the side of the pitch now, it's not the picture when I got my triangle button out and my joypad. It ain't that picture. It's a different picture. This picture is side on. You know, I'm not in the stands for a start. It'll be a good. Now I realise now why managers actually go up into the stands and look down at the shape of the game, because when you're trying to get tactical, all these things you need. So yeah, I think I can turn the squad around, and I can definitely build that team. But with the way football is now, if I even had the technology, I think I can turn any team, to be honest with you. Because you got to remember, football's management's different now. You got a team. You haven't got, you know, the manager don't watch everything. You got an analysis room where just 2 people are in there, and they're just looking out for silly little mistakes. They find a mistake, they bring it to the manager. He just delivers the message. So it's pretty. I can't say it's easy. I've never been there. Not that I wouldn't love to try, but I'd love to have that sort of facility to say, okay, can I push in football management? You know, that interests me. But yeah, with my experience on grassroots football, like I said, I've learned a lot, and I know why managers do different things now, different angles they look at the game from, and obviously I do my research as well, so you know.
So what makes a good grassroots manager great?
Be genuine, be honest, and you know, I think that if you're that person that is genuine and honest, players trust you, people trust you, and fun, like football fun and jokes aside, I think that players, when you're honest with them, I think that's the best policy. Because it wasn't until I was really honest with players, that's when I realised my management level went to a different level. You know, because you'd get emotional, you got friends, you get emotional ties, and you think, oh, let me leave my friend, and it's not good for management. And once I learned to draw the line there, bang, then I look at it different. So like I say now, I don't pick the friend, the player, I pick the player, the form of the player, his application and commitment of the player, and that's how I pick a player and pick my side. And once I got that, I realised I was getting better at it. But I think that it's the same in all levels of manager. Even though you got to be warm, you got to be honest and genuine, but you got to be brutal as well. Yeah. You got to know how to be brutal. You got to know how to can take a sub moaning or someone upset. You got to know how to take all that, and it's how you react as well. Sometimes, you know, someone could be a bit upset and you could just leave them for a little while, leave them for 5 minutes, then you go and put your arm around them and say, listen, it was because of this, it was because of that, you know, give someone else a blow, give someone else a little run out, whatever the reason being, but an honest reason. If you're playing bad and you don't play the player, I tell the player the truth. I'm not going to say, I left you out to give someone else a run. No, it's honesty, and I think that any honest approach, you're going to gain respect, and you'll be a good manager at any level.
So do you think that LSU teams mix enough?
What do you mean mixed enough?
As in the communication between the A team, the B team and the seniors, all the way through to the management. Like, do you think that we mix?
Not enough. We do mix, but not enough. I think it's getting, I'm optimistic, it's getting better. But it's hard as well, because if we was all at the same ground, and then say the first team's playing, the second team's playing, or the B team, and you see, you can get a chance to mix with the seniors, but you can't, we're not all at the same ground. So I think later on down, and obviously we're building, and that will be the ultimate dream, to, you know, be at the same place, the same nice facilities together. So we do get the chance to do that. But yeah, it would be nice. It's not always possible, but the days that the club put out, like Family Day, I wouldn't, because we're not around each other every week. We're separate squads. Not that we shouldn't be in touch with each other, because I'm in the other group. I'm not in all of the groups, but I try and keep in touch. I always see the players at training. I interact with the B team players, senior players. You know, I always approach them and make them know that, you know, Lloydie said hello and Lloydie cares about what you're doing, and I'm not just over the A team worrying about what's going on over there. They know that anyway. They know that I care.
So let's talk about your cup final. So can you elaborate in terms of?
What do you want to know? My team?
Well, you know that.
Does this go out after? If he goes out after, I can give you some tips, but
do not.
I wouldn't want to
do not put the pressure
jeopardize.
on me now.
No, it's no pressure on you. I don't really. After, like I said to Breeze, when you're a manager, you got to pick a team regardless. So if I laugh about it here and they see it after, my players have to see it and laugh, and that's just the way it is. I don't want no one to feel away, but I'm not picking players and hiding from other players. That's not how I pick teams. So I could give you a couple clues or tell you one player who's definitely nailed on or whatever. I couldn't go through the whole squad even right now, because like I said, we're not being great. But is anyone nailed on? I feel to get changed myself. I feel to get changed myself that day, but I'm not going to. I've decided as well, because even with that now, that's like, I seen the picture, win getting fishy, lovely pitch. You don't get many chances, but I think about the team. I can put the 23 on and still go out there. It's my call, but I'd rather sacrifice myself, walk up there. I'm going to get a V-neck jumper with a little polo, and I'm going to stand in the technical area. That's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to support the team and just concentrate on the team that day. And success, I'm not expecting nothing less than success on the day.
And talking about success, let's kind of talk about your kind of national wins. How much do you admire Ray's contribution to the squad for the nationals?
Ray?
Yeah.
I admire Ray.
What's that funny?
Oh well, Ray's, has he played this year? He has actually. He done well when he come on the other day. To be honest, Ray. We only played one national game this year, but Ray's in the squad. Yeah. And I don't think Ray expects to jump in the team, or I don't think he wants that. But Ray definitely wants to be a part of it. But I'll make that happen. I'll make that, because he deserves it. He's over 40. You know, everyone at the club who's over 40 deserves to be in the squad. And sometimes we're going out there with 14, and you know, I'm not saying no one's there to make up the numbers, but if you qualify by age and if you're playing well enough, you know, you can definitely get into that squad.
So do you think I can get into the squad?
100%. I told you already. You could have got in, but you've just told me you're a young boy. that copy, you got to have grey hairs for that, to Breeze. You gotta have grey hairs. I think you could get into our squad, to Breeze. I actually told you, and then you told me you were playing for some Sunday youngsters and getting kicked up in the sky and all kinds, getting run past.
No,
what are you doing?
You know, I'm in a very fortunate position where at my age or experience, I can play Saturday and Sunday, and yeah, you know, we've like spoken about playing for the nationals, and you know, yeah, I will always keep myself available. Yeah.
No, you're going to be in that squad, to Breeze, as well, and hopefully a couple more Ricardos should really be a part of that squad. You know, but Ray will get his. Ray can play, you know, he can play. But he's like me. He has to. I've seen Ray sacrifice. When Ray started management, I told him this will take over your life. Like, it really will take over your life. You drive your car off your driveway, you're gonna be thinking about your team. I don't care what day it is in the week. You're gonna think about the team. You're gonna think, and you're gonna go over things that have happened in the previous games and the games before. It just starts to take over your whole thinking, your whole mindset. So football management is serious. I'd much rather just be a player. I'd love to be free and be a player, but I don't I wouldn't say I'll be letting anyone down. I just think that I've worked my way to a place where I can't turn back. I can't turn back.
So you don't trust no one within the team to manage while you play?
We've got Ben's in goal now, so it does make it easier, but it's still not the same. It's when, you know, if I bring on a sub, I'm not just telling him what to do. I'm telling him, pull up trees. Whatever way I try. You've heard what I've got with the banter. There's many ways I can get into your ear and tell you, and you know, I'm gonna do my best, not just to give you tactics. I want you to feel 10 foot tall before you walk over that line, because I want you to make a difference. And I think that little interaction with the player, it makes a difference. When the players are coming off and they've run hard, if no one's on the sideline to shake their hand and give them a hug, what's that? That's not very nice, you know? They've just run hard for you. So I'm always there for my players like that. I love it though, I can't lie, I do love it. But I also love, if they're playing to stuff, then I'd love it much more. Because you have to see it, don't you?
Yeah.
I'm a footballer, you've heard that interview. I know you ain't really seen it a lot. Yeah, I know you've heard it.
I've heard the myth. But,
You've heard the myth.
I've heard the myth, you know. You like Dungeons and Dragons where, you know,
Yeah. Sorry to Beast. I got a cold. I'm gonna take that one away. Sorry to Beast. Let me just move away from it.
And how important is your family to not only your football career, but to your life?
Oh mate, it's they don't compare. Even though I can't say I put football first. I'm with my family day to day, and I take a big part in my family's life as well. I don't just do sometimes and whatever. I'm like on the school run daily, and you know, like I'm a part of that. So yeah, the family come first, but it's a hard job to fit both of them in, and you get a lot of flack fitting the football in. And you got to remember, it's weekends and my time's taken up over the weekends. So I got children. What the deal is, it's just worked out natural. The boy comes with me and the girl goes with mum. It's like a natural, so it kind of helps as well. She's teaching little miss how to be a lady, and I'm trying to be out here teaching little man how to be a man. So it still does have its times where it gets a bit of too much, and I know it myself, because I can't just go with my son all the time, I need to take my family out. I need to do things with my family. We need to go on families days. That's what keeps family stronger, and that's one thing I promise my family, that I'm gonna definitely lock off. You know, like when it comes to Saturday night and the game's finish, I'm gonna lock off. I started to do it this year, to be fair, but I think even that, is that why we've dropped off? Because I've just cut a line sometimes and think, I'm not thinking about it. I used to constantly be on the phone, constantly be talking with Ben, constantly with the players. Just, it used to be constant. And even if the things what we could do for the players, the ideas, ringing grounds, trying to hunt for things, then we've got presentations. We try and make the presentation happen from way before. We try and make it as special as we can for the players as well. So, you know, it is a lot. And this year I've cut off. Last year I already knew what we was going to be doing at the presentation by this time. You know, obviously things happen in my life, and we got a good management team now, and they seem to be getting on with things as well, even though I'm still a part of it. But they got a lot of stuff sorted out already, like the date of the presentation and things like that. It makes life a lot easier. So yeah, football comes second. It definitely comes second. But because I love it so much, I try to fit them both in, you know. But you know, like I said, I didn't, you know, my circumstances, what happened like last week to Brees, and that weren't the nicest experience. But the club came together for my family, you know, and my missus just had to just see that and think, wow, this ain't, you know, that ain't normal what the club done for us. It isn't normal. So it humbled us. And to be fair, it got me emotional. I don't mind even saying it, you know. I dropped a tear. I had to because I couldn't believe that the club we actually started, they just turned out that they turned around on my darkest day and done that for our family, you know. And even though you think you don't need help or support or whatever, it's just, I can't say it's all pride. It's not all pride. It's not all pride at all. But when you see something special like that, you just take that and you have to appreciate that regardless, you know. And my missus knew how special what we've built has become, you know, because I don't think that it would have been different for anyone in the club. A lot of people might say, yeah, because I had got relationships with players and, you know, it would have, but I don't think it would have at all, because I would have been on the other side as well, and I would have made sure as well that I was supporting the person. So it's a good club to be at, and to be fair, like, I'm proud to be a part of it. Proud to start it with Ben. You know, this has just come from both. It's got to the stage now where it's not just me and Ben's. You know, this belongs to a lot of people, including yourself. You know, we didn't call it Lloyd Ben or Ben Lloyd or nothing like that. We called it London South United because it represents every single one of us. You know, so even management, I can be replaced as a manager. I can be replaced. No one knows what's coming tomorrow with a manager. You know, it's just a job. It's just a job. Who knows? Ray's going to get goodies growing in the game. He could take the first team, or he could prove himself, win a couple cups and think, okay, then I could look at it and think, okay, I've had enough. Or I want to go on to do other things, or go on to do other things with the club and help the club still, like, keep growing, because I believe we're growing and growing. You don't start off with 8 and now we got over 70 members at the club within 5-6 years. So that's, you know, that's growth. And we don't call it 70 members as well. It's 70 odd families. So everyone's got more than 4 or 5 people in their family. So I look at that and think 70 times 5.
And my last question, if there's 3 words to sum you up, what 3 words would they be?
Love, passion, baller. No, 100%. 100%.
Which one's first? Which one's second?
Always love. Always love. I can put family as a part of that word, is love, you know. And then obviously, I'm a passionate person. In anything I do, it don't have to be football. I'm passionate, and you know. And then, like I'd say, like, why I say baller is because I'd say I'm not just a baller. I'm a sportsman. Yeah, I play cricket. I play football. I can play any sport that's with a ball. Any sport. To a probably higher level that you'd probably be shocked at, because if you saw me play cricket, you wouldn't believe I was a footballer probably. A lot of people don't know me, they know me for cricket. You know, a lot of people think cricket's the most boring game in the world, but you know, I come from a Caribbean background. That shit was in me it's in my genes. You know, I love cricket. You know, since my dad's gone, it's not been so great. You know, cause we had that deep West Indian connection when it comes to cricket. Like, anytime West Indies played, that was it. My house stopped. You know, so yeah, that, and like I said, table tennis, pool, anything like that. Just like most footballers, to be fair. A lot of footballers can play other sports. So yeah, I think you don't just master football, you master the ball. It's the ball, the circumference, it's what you can do with the ball. I could do kick-ups on my hands. Do you understand what I'm saying? On my knees, my feet. It's the science of the ball. That's why I say the last one has to be baller. But I always put that last because it can never ever come before the first one. And I'm about that. I think you know that still.
Yeah. Honestly, like, thank you for this conversation, man. It's been really deep and meaningful, and again, you know, I just want to wish you like the best. Simple as that.
I wish you the best as well, mate. I definitely, I like what you do. I'm a fan. You know I'm a fan.
But have you subscribed?
Please, I'm gonna do more than subscribe. I told you I'm gonna come on your channel and we're gonna do We're gonna do a special challenge. They're not gonna hit me. I'm terrible with social media, terrible. But I'm getting out there now, so you know we'll see what goes on. Definitely. So you might see me subscribe. How many subscribers you got now, Tabriz?
It's not about the subscribers. It's all about the community.
Yeah. See what? You're a community man. That's probably why when I was speaking, you just let me just speak and just you went into a deep stance. Like, okay, this is deep. I thought I was over going on, but you let me. You know, I tend to talk sometimes to Reese. You know how it goes. Once you start me off, it's just, you know. But thank you. It was nice.
So guys, please like, subscribe this video. Also, check in the description. You'll see Lloydie's Instagram account. Please like, comment, share all of this video.
Just follow.
Just follow.
Just follow. Just you gotta follow because I'm gonna give you more. 100%, man.
Yeah, bro.
100%. Nice, Tabriz.
Thank you.
No worries, mate.